Today is a very special day. There's Russia. Oh, Russia would jump at her own shadow. Today is a very special day because something happened on this day 3 years ago. Oh wow, look, that's lushed up in a couple of days. Up there is not going to be too good. The big light's going. So yeah, can you guess what happened? So on this day 3 years ago, I set off with my caravan from a Haven holiday camp in South Lake District, and made my way over to Lincolnshire, to a place called Mumby, which I'd never even heard of, never been at all, to start a new role as a campsite warden. So it's my 3rd anniversary here at the Nurseries, and who would have believed that 3 years on, not only am I still working here, because all the other campsites I've worked on in the past I've only ever done 1 term, but I'm living here. What an amazing, absolutely amazing journey. So if I hadn't have taken the job at Haven, worst job of my life, and been forced to leave, I'd never have ended up here. So thank you very much for giving me the worst job of my life. Bad hair day, a day to go, and all being well, I'm going to get my hair cut. I'm hoping the sign writer's going to be here today, which I'm hoping later in this video to be able to show you the signs. Come on, Roger, up here. And I'll wait till tonight before I finish this video off. All being well, if it gets finished, show you it all lit up at night. And Sandra is here tomorrow, and I'm playing around with a new microphone system on this camera. So all being well, the sound should be even more better than what it already is, and I shouldn't have any malfunctions. Oh, the sign writer has just arrived. He's at the top there. Let's get Rasher in and go and see him. Blue sky on the horizon. Sorry, today is Friday, I should have mentioned, as I'm recording this, and Sandra should be up tomorrow. Right, so we'll start off with where that is at the moment. So some of these are a bit cockeyed, and there's still some more lettering to go here. You can see where they need going, and then obviously all here's got to be done to finish it off. But all being well, the sign writer is going to be here today to do that. And then, oh no, it was bin day yesterday. It just started to rain. So I might finish this video off, if this gets done, later tonight when it's dark, and I can show you this all lit up. It should look quite beautiful on my 3rd anniversary here at the Nurseries in Mumby, in Lincolnshire. God, how things change, would you believe? Everything. I think I've told most of you my journey here, and I was working at a really bad place. I got anxiety and all other problems which I'd never experienced in my life before, working at a holiday company, and ended up here. But I might do another vlog, because I know some of you won't know my past as a campsite warden. Anyway, fingers crossed. We'll also have here today, this wall will be a little bit different with some banners on. Yeah, so when I took this job here at the Nurseries, I just had to get out. I had to leave where I was working. From stress and nerves were shat. And this job come up on a certain Facebook group for campsite wardens, and fortunately I saw it pop up, and I managed to get some contact details. And then the job vacancy, it disappeared. It's like, where's that gone? That's really strange. And then it came back again, and then the administrator of this Facebook group, who always signs her off, what should we call her? We'll call her Georgina. So that's a made-up name. She goes, Georgina. And then every time she posts, after her name, in uppercase, she puts admin. Georgina, admin. That wasn't her name. She banned my boss. She said, I don't like your advert. It's not detailed enough. And banned him. Banned. And then the secretary who was working for us at the time, she re-put the advert up. and she got banned. But fortunately, I got these details. Anyway, I got in touch with them and all the rest of it. And then they offered me the job. And I said, well, I need to give 2 weeks notice in. So like this time, 2 weeks ago was when I'd seen the job. I said, I'll take it. Sounds ideal. Adult only, Lincolnshire. So I took the job. And then it was a few days, oh, it's starting to rain. A few days later, I turned around, oh, lights are on. I turned around and said, where is the job? And then my boss said, oh, it's in Mumbai. I said, where the hell is Mumbai? I've never even heard of it. I've heard of Skegness and Mablethorpe. I've never even heard of Mumbai. It was quite hilarious. Yeah, so arriving here on that day, I did a very early. There's a video of me leaving Haven Holidays at I think 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, incredible. Right, so my plans today were to start the weekly mow. So I did some yesterday at the cottage, but I'm not going to do the weekly mow unless the weather significantly changes because it's too wet. But also around today, I do believe Julie is within a day or two now of these eggs hatching. It's meant to be, I do believe, 28 days. And I think today is day 27 since we first spotted the eggs. So I don't quite know how that works. And there's a big load of them. Oh, there's a little robin, so you can't see. There's a little robin in front of me. So I'm going to be re-putting the cameras out. But what I'm going to insert now, this is a few minutes long, so it might bore some of you. If it does, just forward wind it. I'm going to put some footage of Julie being an amazing mum, sat on her little nest with all the eggs, and you'll see her pulling the eggs in and out. You'll see her picking up little sticks and building up the nest as the wind. Bear in mind, she's been out here in some incredible storms, building the nest up with little sticks and feathers and bits, and she keeps rebuilding the nest, and she's so diligent as she sat on here. And one clip, if you watch very, very carefully, you'll see her actually leave the nest, and if you look at the timestamp, it's for about 20 minutes, and she sort of covers the eggs up when she leaves with some sticks, and then she comes back. And then somebody said to me, oh, Neil, why don't you put some water out for the duck and some food? And the reason I've not done that, I'm letting nature do what nature does best and leaving her alone. If I ended up putting some food out there and some water, it could attract predators. So there has been a magpie that has been trying to get the eggs. So that's the reason why I've not put any food out or anything like that. And I've got the trail cams near Julie, but not stressing her out or disturbing her. So here's Julie. It's a few minutes long. If it's not your thing, forward wind, sat on her eggs. what else is happening here at the nurseries in Mumbai? There's a lot going on today on the 3rd anniversary. Did I say it's 3 years since I've been here? There are still obviously a lot more items to be put in here, but we have now got some snacks, little bars of chocolates and things like that, little bars, some noodles and water and cans and some baked beans and things like this, some loo rolls, fly papers, microwavable rice and sauces and some garlic and some bags and essential shop. And very soon, it's not ready yet, very soon, oh hang on, there is some in here. Coming up, there's going to be ice creams back at the nurseries, and the cafe will be open by the time you've seen this as well. All in time for the May Bank holidays. We've got 2 coming up, haven't we? We've got the May Bank holiday and the Whit Bank holiday, Spring Bank holiday. So all going there. I need to inflate, pop, and try and decide where we're going to put him. And we think, no, I'm not going to mention it. I think we're going to be putting something on top of the freezer here. Now I'm not going to say what that is in case we don't do it. But if we do it, you'll see. Well, can you guess what it's going to be? That's going to be the main question. But we've got an idea on here, and as I say, essential items will be coming up soon. Right, let's get back into the office. It's dinner time. Is it going to be a pork pie? Is it going to be a pasty? Is it going to be a hot dog? Or is it going to be a burger? And the sign man hasn't come. Let's go make a discovery, shall we? Let's see what we're going to have for dinner today. How you doing, Lola? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I have a hand reaching over to me. I have a hand. Now then. Oh, Lola, you're staying with your dad, are you? I'd come to me if I was you. Hang on a moment. Hang on, Lola. Right, so at the point of you seeing this, the cafe is open. The hours for the cafe will be on display on the door and on the chalkboard outside, because they may vary until they get in the full swing of things. So yesterday I had, is it a bacon and egg or an egg and bacon? Barm cake. Not a bap, not a cob, and not a roll, a barm. So Tracy came before and she said to me, Neil, do you want a sausage bap? I said, I don't want a sausage bap. I said, I'll have a sausage barm. Bap. What do you say, Paul?
It's a bap.
It's not. That's a barm.
It's a barm.
Right. So okay. So in the background you can speak because he should pick you up. Is it?
Cake's bigger. A barm cake's quite big, isn't it?
Oh, he's getting scientific. Hang on. Is it eggs and bacon or bacon and eggs?
Egg and bacon.
Oh, egg and bacon. I only say bacon and egg because the bacon's on the bottom.
I would do the same. I would do it. I would say, no. I'd say eggs and bacon. Funny enough. Right. So Dave, what do you say? Is it eggs and bacon or bacon and eggs? Bacon. Right, we need feedback on this. We need a survey. I think we may need to do a YouTube survey. Is it eggs and bacon or bacon and eggs? That is the question. Right. Anyway, I've got myself into the Lincolnshire sausage. Did you say?
Yeah.
Sausage with a bit of brown sauce. So I'm just going to get myself tucked in. I'll be back in a minute because I don't want to talk with my mouth full. Because you out there, and I'm talking to you, you'll tell me off, won't you? Right, Paul, you don't mind being on camera a little bit, right? Yeah. Paul's not too bad, right? It's eggs and bacon, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what these dudes just come up with?
Chicken soup on chips.
Chicken soup on chips. That cannot possibly be a real thing. You're absolutely on the wind up out there. Right. So for 2024, the Fieldview Cafe is going to have a speciality on its menu. But you'll need to ask for it in person if you want chicken soup on chips.
And bread and butter.
And bread and butter.
Yeah. Make sandwiches.
Right. This campsite become so. Pork pies. Now we're talking pork pies. So I can eat a hot pork pie, or a warm pork pie, or a cold pork pie. You see, you can't have a hot pork pie.
I've never had a hot pork pie.
You ever? Well,
I never even thought you could do it until I see Dad
Right.
doing it.
I personally, next time I go shopping, I'm going to buy you a pork pie and I'm going to heat it up and bring it to you.
All right.
Everybody has hot, but yeah, but you have hot and cold meat pies.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't eat cold, really, are steak and kidney puddings. Do you have
No,
steak?
no, you can't eat a cold steak.
No. But steak and kidney pies you can eat cold. Chicken pies you can eat cold. Virtually every pie you can eat cold, and every pie you can eat warm. Paul,
Hot pork
is
pie, mushy peas, mint sauce and gravy.
so do you have hot cross buns, hot or cold?
Cold.
Well, why are they called hot cross buns if you don't toast them?
I agree, cold. And if you want them hot, you get toasted tea cakes.
Yes, tea cakes are toasted.
So come to the Feel Few Cafe because there's plenty of conversation going on about various items that are potentially going to be on the menu.
Oh, it might be.
If you have a Mars bar, do you nibble the chocolate around it so you just end up with a caramel, or do you just like eat the Mars bar all in one go?
I cut pieces off with a knife.
You're posh. There was I was watching a documentary about Mars bars the other night on YouTube, and one of the guys who invented it, the best way to eat a Mars bar, cool it down in the fridge and you slice it like a cake,
That's how I eat
and
my
that is
Mars
the
bar.
proper way you eat a Mars bar. So how do you eat yours, Paul?
I eat a Mars bar.
You just lob it down. There we are.
I
Twixies.
bite all the biscuit off first, and I'm left with the caramel.
Oh, yes. Well, caramel first, and then the biscuit.
I go biscuit first, caramel after.
Now, without being rude, how do you eat a Cadbury's cream egg?
Nip the top off and then lick it all out.
Sign writers haven't come back. They said they were going to be here today and they haven't turned up, so we may not have a look at that sign. But it's a bit of a mad vlog, isn't it? We have some bunting, got the light shade back up, and then back over here now, we have now got the microwave on top of the fridge. Remember me mentioning earlier? So if you're camping with us in a tent and you from the essential shop buy some microwavable rice or something like that, and you're camping and you can't use microwavable rice because you've not got a microwave in your tent, you can now come here and use a microwave. That's new for this year. And then there's an honesty box here and everything. So if you come and buy anything, we do rely on honesty. Write down what you've had, how much it cost, and then put the cash into the little box. So I think Dave and Tracy are going out this afternoon to get a few more bits. But more progress at the nurseries. Did I tell you, it's 3 years today since I arrived here. It's such a beautiful day at the nurseries. Blue sky, sun out, parrots are in the tree. And Friday afternoon, our arrivals are in nice and early, not late ones or anything. So I'm just going to close this up. I'm going to go and see Russia. And I'm going to nip out to the bungalow for an hour. I need to drop some stuff off. I'm not too sure the sander's coming up tonight or tomorrow. My hunch it will be tomorrow. But I'm going to take some stuff down there. So that's all closed up. And get the car. But let's go and see how Russia's doing today. I bet she's asleep on my bed. Bet she is. It has actually warmed up as well. I've still got this skaggy flipping warm jacket on. And there's grass. It's still damp from the rain earlier. But yeah. Let's see how the dog is. She should be in here. And she's not in the awning. But she's on the... I said, would you be... Oh, you old little girl. Oh, look at you. Hello, Rash. You on my bit? You on my side of the bed? Hello, Rash. How are you? Oh. We've got Lola's been appearing. Do a dog treat. Do a little treat. She's been a good girl. There you go. You're getting to be a little old girl, aren't you, Rasha? A little old girl. Oh, fast asleep, weren't you? Hey, fast asleep. Right, I think I'm going to wrap this video here with lots of questions, especially chicken soup and chips and other things. Love to read your comments if you're able to comment on videos, and I'm sure there should be some very interesting comments on this one. Look after yourselves, people out there, and all being well, tomorrow I'm going to bring you another vlog.